If you're feeling anxious right now, stop scrolling for just a moment. Because in the next 5 minutes, you're about to learn a technique that top neuroscientists recommend to calm your nervous system almost instantly. No apps, no medications, just your breath, harnessed in a specific, powerful way. Anxiety doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It can hit during a high-stakes meeting while you're weighing an important decision, or even when you're lying in bed at 2 in the morning, wide awake and restless. Maybe it's a racing heart, a tight chest, or a swirl of worried thoughts. For many of us, these reactions seem automatic, and we're told to just think positive, relax, or breathe. But what if your body already had a built-in switch for dialing down anxiety, and nobody had ever taught you how to use it? This next technique isn't about changing your thoughts. It's about working with your biology to shift your state in seconds. Here's how it works. It's called the physiological sigh, and you already know how to do it instinctively. Your brain uses this very pattern when you've been crying or right before you fall asleep. But you can use it on purpose at any time to rapidly turn off your body's stress response. Let's break it down into action steps. First, sit comfortably or stand with your back tall and let your arms relax at your sides. Now let's begin. Step 1. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Really fill your lungs as much as you can. You might feel your chest and belly expand. Step 2. Without exhaling, take one quick additional breath in. Just a little more air through your nose. This double inhale helps inflate the tiny sacs in your lungs, making your next exhale even more effective. Step 3. Now, open your mouth and slowly let all the air out. Longer and slower than your inhale. Feel your chest and shoulders soften as you let the breath leave your body. Step 4. Repeat this whole sequence 3 to 5 times. Inhale deeply, small top-off breath, then a long, slow exhale. As you do this, you might immediately notice your heart rate starts to slow down, the tightness in your muscles loosens, and the swirling thoughts begin to quiet. That's not in your imagination. With every physiological sigh, you're directly activating your body's parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and recovery. You're turning down the fight-or-flight programming that keeps you on edge. Why does this work? Leading experts in neuroscience have explained exactly what's happening under the hood. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a prominent neuroscientist at Stanford University, calls the physiological sigh the fastest known way to reduce anxiety through breath. And it's not meditation, mantra, or just thinking calm thoughts. It's a hardware-level reset for your nervous system. Here's what's really happening. That 2-part inhale helps pop open tiny alveoli in your lungs, boosting oxygen exchange and signaling your heart to slow down. The long, controlled exhale purges carbon dioxide, which is a key trigger for the anxious, tense feeling in your brain and body. As your blood gases rebalance, your brain signals the amygdala, your internal alarm system, that the threat has passed, and it's safe to dial down the intensity. And it's not just Stanford. Researchers at Harvard Medical School have shown that controlled breathing techniques like the physiological sigh can lower your body's cortisol levels, improve your heart rate variability, and even shrink the size and activity of the amygdala over time. In plain terms, you're giving your brain and body a direct cue. Deactivate the panic, bring on the calm. But here's a twist that most people never hear. While the breath alone is powerful, there's a way to double its effectiveness by just adding a small, simple movement. Curious? We'll dive into that in the next session. For now, let this sink in. Anxiety is not a sign of weakness. It's a natural biological signal, a built-in smoke alarm trying to keep you safe, even when the threat isn't real. Instead of fighting it or ignoring it, now you have the knowledge and the technique to answer that signal and shift your state. The next time your chest tightens, your mind spirals, or your pulse quickens, you'll know what to do. Inhale. Top off. Sigh it all out. Repeat. And feel your brain rediscover the calm it's truly capable of. You've just taken the very first step in retraining your body's response to stress. a 5-minute investment that can permanently change the way you navigate anxiety, both today and in the days ahead.